of Belshir Vestige LE, we have Wraithcube as the blue Protoss.
And up in the top left, we have LDM2 Love as the red Protoss.
Yes, indeed, they've chosen standard ladder colors for this custom show match.
So last game we saw two of them both decide to go to Stargate Tech with Love opening with an Oracle, while Wraithcube decided to go Phoenix into a push and won, I guess.
Very nice. Now we see the first deviation here fairly early. Love has decided to 9 scout, which is the old school way in PvP, back when 4 gates and proxies were more common than they are now. Things that exemplify really early kill builds. It looks like Wraithcube is probably going for, yes, he's going for a 13 gate, which is what I favor, and many Protoss favor now, which means he'll probably do it, 13 gate, 13 scout, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yep. 13 gate, 13 scout versus 9 scout, and also 13 gate.
And this 9 scout's probably going to put Love a little bit behind, because that's like 50 extra minerals that he lost for basically no difference in information.
Oh, agreed. There's really no reason to 9 scout anymore. Like when you scout out, you want to like swing around to check for proxies and then go out, because frankly, there's no way a Protoss can stop you from getting into their base with a probe when you reach it, especially on a dedicated spawn map. The only thing that can stop you, guaranteed, is a stalker. Yeah. Unless they wall off, and no one walls off.
So it looks like we have a double assimilator coming from Wraithcube, so he's going for some heavy gas. I guess he's only putting on 2 on each worker, so probably just going to go for a Stargate. Would you agree?
This is usually indicative of a mothership core opening. This will get you enough gas to get a mothership core right off the bat, and Love, don't do this to us, Love. We love you.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay. As I was saying, this is probably indicative of a mothership core. Like he should have a, you see, okay. Let me straighten myself out. If you start mining from 1 gas with 3 workers, you'll have 100 gas by the time the Cybernetics core finishes, and you can start a Stalker and Warp Gate. If you do it with 4, like this, you can actually be close to 150 by the time the Cybernetics core finishes, so you can immediately start Mothership core. Now, actually, it looks like Wraithcube is doing what I love to do, which is the 2 gate. Although he's doing the 3 Stalker variant, not Zealot first.
So he's probably going to be putting on a little bit more pressure.
Yep. Now, Love is doing the same thing, except he elected to go Zealot first.
And that 1 Zealot can make a big difference, because it means that Wraithcube has to kite a little bit more.
Precisely.
But it does slow down the 3 Stalkers from Love, so Wraithcube will be on his side, on Love's side of the map.
Yeah, the 3 Stalker rush is a very potent. I use it as a macro mechanic. I go 1 Zealot, 3 Stalker rush, expand behind it, throw it on a gas in a robotics facility and another gateway. Nasty supply block for Wraithcube here. It's going to slow him down a little bit.
Oh, and it looks like we have a sentry coming out, so maybe we won't have a 3 Stalker rush.
Yes, this is very strange. It's not often you open up 2 gate and then go for sentries. It's just...
Well, he's adding on a 3rd gate, so I think he's going to go 3 gate expand.
3 gate expand. A bit too passive for my taste, but I've seen it work. It's good at holding off a lot of different things, but it doesn't give you much map control.
Yeah.
See, sentries are slow pokes, and they're very vulnerable midfield versus Protoss. So, and they cost a lot of gas for very little DPS.
Yeah.
So they're very defensive units, not aggressive.
He's going to be banking on holding his ramp so he can turn into expanding.
Now it looks like Wraithcube is just going with. Yeah. Now lots of Stalkers early on. He should be rallying these 2. There you go.
Yeah, and the expansion goes down, so this pressure is going to be able to do a little bit of damage. Probably force a cancel, because there's just not much to hold it right now.
No, there isn't. Let's see. He's got 3 gates. They're coming up. Yeah, it's going to be a hard fight. Now, the Mothership Core is getting energy, but it just came out, literally. So if it had come out sooner, it might have had enough energy to hold this. Like, as soon as the Nexus finishes, you just buy time, then you cast that very powerful Photon Overcharge.
Yeah.
As it stands, he can use Guardian Shield, but
He shouldn't engage this. No.
decent force fields, but
It's just not going to be enough. I mean, even with the force fields, all his zealots are gone, and he just doesn't have the DPS to warp in from.
he warped in a Zealot and a Stalker there. I think he actually might
maybe.
hold.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
The force fields were
Oh,
strong.
he lost the mothership core. That's not good.
Yeah, I was saying the force fields like impressed me. I did not expect force fields that good, and that really did get by him the time he needs. Now he needs to keep this mothership core alive. He's only about 10 seconds away from a photon overcharge.
Yeah, and
he uses a time warp. I disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean now he's just gonna pull out of the time warp and wait for another round, and that just means he's that much more open for a little bit longer.
I know. Yeah, I do not. That could very well cost him this expansion. I don't know.
Yeah.
The sentries are out of energy.
Oh, and it looks like we have an Oracle coming from Wraithcube, so he's going all in on this. But it really doesn't matter at this point. He just can't hold it. Bowling the probes.
Yeah. He micros that Stalker back, keeps warping in. I don't know, his income is really low.
Yeah.
For his probe count, it's very low.
Yeah.
He's not able to mine effectively from his natural.
Yeah.
Good micro with the probes from Love, but he's just gonna keep warping in. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
with the Oracle, yeah,
that'll backdoor him and just destroy his economy.
Mm-hmm. I think this is all because he chose to do that time warp.
Mm-hmm. If he had
photon overcharge,
overcharged his Nexus, this pressure would have had to just stop, and he would have been ahead. But he decided to.
He would have gotten more mining, and now this Oracle's going to tear through this mineral line.
Yeah. Oh.
Decent reaction time. One Stalker cannot actually beat an Oracle.
Yeah. He shouldn't.
Not by a long
fight
shot.
The Stalker. Like, he's going to kill the Stalker, but like he could have gotten so many more probe kills, and now he's going to be out of energy.
Still, that is 2 Stalkers. I don't know.
But he could have killed like 20 workers in that energy amount. Not really, but.
Let's see. He got 7. He could have gotten more like 15.
Yeah, and then this push would be deadly right here. Like, there would be so little that Love could do. He needs to snipe those zealots. So
he gets the zealots.
He's not making another mothership core, which means that
he doesn't have the gas. I don't think he's just not. He's spending it all on Stalkers. He built another Oracle.
Yeah, and he did another time warp, which I just can't agree with. It's not. You have to be ahead for it to really be all that effective.
They're trading about evenly on the Stalkers.
Yeah.
2 Oracles.
Yeah, with those 2 Oracles going in and just going to go murder the economy. He does have his own Phoenix coming, but it might be too little too late.
It's too late.
Yeah.
The probes will run. Excellent reaction time, actually. The pressure at the front is mounting.
Yeah.
Did he lose his mothership core?
Yeah, he lost.
He did. All right. I'm telling you, just photon overcharge would have made all the difference.
And he's still up on harvesters, and a little bit of production. So if these gateways finish, the second gateway in the natural, he might be able to get enough units out because his income is still slightly ahead.
Well, I don't like the lack of a Stalker micro from Wraithcube.
Yeah,
he's been throwing he's been throwing Stalkers where he doesn't need to. All right.
But Love's going, never give up, never surrender.
And I like that. I like that attitude. I've won. I've won. People have won. You can win games by just persevering. As long as you've still got some economy and some army, and you're not going to get completely rolled by what the enemy's coming at you with, you still have a chance.
Yeah, and it looks like Wraithcube decides to throw down his Nexus, so he knows that he's done heavy damage with this constant pressure and expanding behind it.
I don't know. He's down by 11 harvesters.
That may be a bad decision. It may be the decision that doesn't let him end this game right now.
I'm surprised Love is still in this.
Yeah. It, he's only it's 2 stalkers to 4 stalkers and a cup and a zealot. So I don't know what much else he can do. He is getting a void ray.
He's been banking chrono. He should be chronoing his gates or something. There go the probes again. He needs to keep making probes too when he can. His minerals are really low at the moment though. Chases off the stalkers again.
Yeah, just holding back this pressure. He does have a pylon down in the bottom left. Maybe a little back door with like 1 or 2 zealots, and he could.
Now, every cent he's making is going into staying alive.
Yeah. This
void ray's out.
It might make the difference.
It'll kill every stalker given the chance.
Yeah. Oh, and that prismatic alignment. Oh, that was perfect timing.
Boom.
He needed that void ray right then, and now it's kind of put Wraithcube behind. I mean, he doesn't have as many harvesters. And Love has the bigger army right now. This is a weird game.
This is very weird. Yeah, I would say definite advantage to Love right now.
Yeah.
The second void ray. No, it's an oracle.
Yeah.
Surprising. Surprised he would go for an oracle. I thought he'd go for a second void ray.
And
all right, warping in it.
Doesn't really have any units. I mean, he has these Phoenix, but
2 Phoenix, 2 zealots. Another
3
Phoenix on the way.
2 zealots versus 4 stalkers of void.
He could hold this, but it'll be tricky.
Oh yeah, this is going to be similar to how Love held it.
Yep. Now it's
except he's behind in economy, and Love was ahead, so that may be the difference. He needs to kill that void ray and hopefully lift off.
He has to get that void ray. Okay, he gets it. He gets the void ray.
Now he has to lift off. He can't just let these Phoenix sit there and die.
Yep, he needs to lift up a stalker with each one.
Yeah. Oh, but that's it.
Mothership core is out. Oracle comes into the main mineral line of Wraithcube, ripping it apart.
Oh wow. Oof. That just puts him further behind. It's 26 workers to 44.
Ouch.
And then this mothership core just comes out and dies.
I think he should have pushed harder with his aggression.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have won it. He may get this pylon. That's a nice little win. Nope, he's going to keep pursuing. I don't agree with that. There's too many stalkers.
Both Phoenix need to lift the stalkers to get the advantage. And it was just too late. They didn't lift in time.
So back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, if we look at the production, Love's on 5 gates versus 3 gates from Wraithcube, and that just means he can warp in so much more. I mean, he even has a bit of a bank because he...
Yeah, and here comes the pull of probes, but unlike Love, Wraithcube can't really afford to do that.
Yeah.
Oracle killed 10 workers and ran out of energy.
Looks like it's going to die after that, but that paid for itself so much.
Workers idle. Yeah, Wraithcube's kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
And this is GG right here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so the second... So that means Wraithcube takes it 2-0, yeah? No, excuse me. No, Love.
Yeah, so we're going into the tiebreaker. Yeah.
All right, we're going to the ace match. Did they call it